Hey everybody, this is Andrew from TS for Tech, and in today's video, taking a look at this basically Android Auto / Apple CarPlay touch screen for your car. This is from a company called LAMTTO. It's LAMTTO, I think that's how you pronounce it. And basically what this is a smart screen for your car. I've done a couple reviews of these types of smart screens in the past. This is probably the coolest one, nicest one that I've had on the channel. It also does have built-in dash cam, so this has a front and rear dash cam, I believe. So it does give you an extra camera that you can mount in the back of your car, so you can get basically rear view as well as some potential backup camera functionality to help you if you don't have that feature in your car already. Now, I do have an old car. My car is like 20 years old, so this will be perfect for me, at least in my current car, so I can add some, capability of having some more advanced GPS maps, all the things. So I'm going to go ahead and open this up, take a look at this, and what I'll do is I will obviously do the unboxing here, but then I will install this in my car, and I will record some video of this in the car as well, just so you can get a good look at it. Now, this does come with quite a few accessories here, as you can see. You do have a kind of suction cup window mount or dash mount, depending on how you want to do that. So this has an arm that adjusts and does connect to the back of the screen. So I have an adapter here, which is a USB Type-C adapter. This does have a cigarette lighter adapter, but also a pass-through for USB. So that's nice if you have another cable that you want to connect to this to get power. You can do that as well. So if you want to charge your phone with another cable, you can do both of them at the same time. This does, like I said, have a rear camera that mounts on the back of your car, I guess. I will have to see if I'll be able to do this or not on my car. I may or may not install this, not sure. But a pretty long cable looks like, and accessories to mount that. And then it just connects to the head unit using a little audio jack adapter sort of thing. So it's nice though, you get that. You also get some other accessories. You get another adhesive pad. If you want to use the other mount that's on the thing, you'll see it's kind of like a sticky pad. You get a pry tool, plastic tool, so probably to help with routing the wires and installing. You get like a headphone jack adapter. So like usually this is like an aux adapter. If you are going to be plugging this into the aux input of your head unit or your audio unit, you can use that. Now my car does not even have that aux input, so I might have to use the FM adapter where you can broadcast on the FM channel. This also mounts to your dash if you want to use the suction cup on this side, but you can use a sticky mount. Also some information on a warranty, satisfaction, etc. And then you get a instruction manual, link to online stuff, etc. So here is the device itself. So here's the device itself. And as you can see, it is pretty cool. So the bottom is kind of like a flexible as well. So like if your dash is kind of not completely flat, this will adapt to the dash, which is nice. I will probably use this mount just because this will, I think, work well for my dash. It does have an arm that then you can kind of move this around a little bit if you need to adjust it there. Looks like there's the speaker on the back. This is the camera with a little cover there. Power button on top. You've got a micro SD card on the side. You have your AV in for the other camera. You've got your aux out. I do like it's also recessed on the side. Some other ones I've seen have them like directly on the side, so there's no good way to hide the cables. So this is nice that they're kind of recessed. And overall, it is made out of plastic, but it does have a good feel to it. Go ahead and remove the screen protector. And this is kind of a hard, shiny IPS panel. So this is a 9.26-inch display. It does feature wireless connectivity to your iPhone and whatnot. It's compatible, like I said, with CarPlay and Android Auto. So we'll go ahead and test that out as well. The front camera here is a 4K camera. It also adjusts. So, depending on the angle, you can adjust it to better see forward. So 4K, like I said, full HD on the front, and then a 1080p back camera that is waterproof if you do mount it on the back of your car. There is a 64 gigabyte SD card that's included in this, so you don't need to get that separately. This does feature like a G sensor, right? So if it does detect an accident, it will lock the current video that you've been recording so it doesn't get recorded over. There's a parking monitor, things like that. I think there might be a separate kit you might need for that. And it does have smart voice control, GPS navigation, all that type of stuff. Yeah, so pretty cool device. Bluetooth, FM transmission, aux cable, has Bluetooth 5.3. Yeah, so all around pretty neat device. So I'm just using a battery bank here so that I can turn it on, go through a couple settings here. Let me try this. The brightness is as high as it goes. So I don't know if you can really see this. It's I'll have to turn off a couple of those so you can see a little bit better. Yeah, so you can see here you have your main screen when it loads. You've got a sidebar button, side buttons over here. It has home. You can change the brightness or have it on auto. You could jump to the camera, as you can see there. You have a bunch of things you can do there on the camera to control that. You can launch CarPlay, Android Auto, has AirPlay, Android Cast. You can select the audio output if you want the speaker, if you want to use Bluetooth audio, FM, or the aux cable, which is kind of cool. I mean, audio output. I think I might have said input. You've got settings here, so there's a screensaver. You could switch the menu for left or right-hand drive. You can put it in split screen mode, assistive touch. You can change settings on the camera. You can change system settings and all of that as well. We'll go ahead and do the CarPlay piece here because I have my phone with me. So I will go to Bluetooth, turn it on. I will connect to the device on my phone. And then there it goes. It's just connected to my phone. So it defaults to Google Maps. That's what I have on my phone. But then you can go ahead and get to the CarPlay screen. So typical CarPlay stuff. I've got Apple Maps. I got my messages. All the normal things that you would see using CarPlay. The screen is a little tiny bit laggy, but not too bad. Decently responsive, so you can swipe it, and it's not really any different than the CarPlay in like a couple of my other cars that have it as part of their audio system. This seems probably as responsive as any OEM car. Yeah, so that's cool. So it's got all my CarPlay apps on there. You can go back to the main screen if you want. Now, the one thing, I don't know why it's missing. Oh yeah, YouTube music. I actually don't want to play any music here because I don't want to have to get a copyright strike. But maybe I'll just a couple seconds of something. Yeah, so the speaker on here, it's okay, but I'm sure you're not going to play any music or anything through the speaker on this. It's it's not going to be a high fidelity audio experience, so you don't have to worry about that because you will probably use this through your audio head unit. in your car, but that's how basically that works. So overall, pretty nice from that perspective. And then there is the smart screen. You can go back to the home screen of the smart screen. Yeah, I mean, and that's basically how it works, right? So, like I said, it has the camera built in, dash cam, CarPlay, and it's hard to tell, I think, on the screen here, but it does look pretty nice. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and install this in my car, and then I'll record some video of it in the car, and maybe we'll go over some of the other features and, you know, test out the FM transmitter and all of that. So let's hop on over and check it out in the car. So I did end up installing this in my car. I did use the suction mount arm connected to the front of the dash window, and then I also just kind of have it resting on the top of the dash here. I initially was going to use the sticky mount on top of the dash, but for whatever reason, as you can see, my dash has like a pebbly texture. It really just wouldn't stick to that. So maybe there's some different 3M tape or something that I might be able to use and make it work, but in the meantime, I just use the suction cup on the dash to connect it. I think that's the best way to do it. Now, as you can see here, I'm just kind of clicking around on the screen, looking at some different settings and whatnot. It is kind of bright out, and you can see it is the screen is pretty bright even in the daytime, so that's nice. Here I was just kind of trying to adjust the dash cam, the forward-facing dash cam. As you can see, you can move it up and down. And overall, that seemed to work really nice. It's a really clear picture. So there's lots of options with the dash cam software. As you can see, you can turn on audio recording or not. You can do all sorts of stuff, right? Stop recording, start recording. And then here I'm just kind of going through some of the CarPlay screens again, looking at some of the settings. And in a second, I will connect and play on my phone some Epidemic sound music so you can get a sense of how the FM transmitter works, because that's the only thing that I can use on my car to get the audio into the head unit. Now, for whatever reason, I don't know why my phone did not record the audio here. So there is an issue with the audio recording, but it is connected to my phone. It is playing music over the FM transmitter to 106.9. That was a station that I found that was clear. So you can see here, I just set it to 106.9. And it works, and it sounds actually really pretty good. And again, I don't know why the sound recording did not work on my phone here, but I can attest to the fact that it was working. And then here I was just looking at the maps, and I went into some of my recent destinations and just selected one there, and obviously the map comes up just like you would expect, and everything was working as I would think it would, right? So overall, the transitions there, you can see, pretty smooth. And yeah, this device, I think it really works pretty nicely. And then last thing I wanted to show, I just ran the wire down to the cigarette lighter adapter there, and can tuck the rest of the cords kind of up underneath my dash. Now, I don't know if I have this permanently mounted, if I will change that or not, or if I will do something else, but for now, that's the best way I found just to kind of mount it for use. And here is some video that I took off the flash card that's inside the device, and just show some of the quality of the forward-facing dash cam, so you can take a look at that. Now, I was going to attempt to do the rear-facing dash cam, but I just, it was too complex for my car. My car is really long, and I didn't want to kind of rip all the panels apart to try to mount it on the outside. I was going to do it on the inside, but then it looks terrible. You would not mount that rear-facing camera on the inside of the car. You would mount it back by the license plate. So maybe in the future I'll try to attempt that, but I just wasn't able to do it for this video. So overall, I do think this device is a fairly solid device. If you're looking for a CarPlay, Android Auto / screen for your car, definitely worth taking a look at it, especially that it has some of the added features such as the dash cam and that sort of thing. I think it's worth taking a look at. I will link to this in the description. Please let me know if you have any comments or questions. I'll be happy to answer. This is Andrew from Enthusiast for Tech. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.